president to have a quorum in order to vote on bills and anything coming that needs to be voted on. Well, the Democrats didn't like that because the redistricting there, so they decided to flee to the most egregious gerrymandered state there to break quorum so they could not hold the vote. And
Right.
until finally they're getting fined $500 a day, while they're getting paid. That was getting paid by other groups, which is highly illegal and considered a bribe. That they they're threatening them with arrest, something. As until that they finally, I think it was Kim Paxton, finally put a thing, wrote a letter to the Supreme Court asking them to vacate all these people's seats. And they'll
Nice.
seats. And all of a sudden, oh no, they'll come back.
Nice.
But they fled to Illinois, which I like me. I'm kind of mixed on gerrymandering. I haven't heard a good solution to redistricting there. People keep saying, "Oh, we'll just have a independent thing here." Blah blah blah. Well, no one's truly independent. Part of the bonus for winning your seats or winning the seats there is that you get to draw the district maps.
Yeah, but didn't I remember reading something about this 3 weeks ago about how the Democrats fled Texas because they didn't want to vote on something like ridiculously stupid.
I think I can understand people missing votes and all that. It's like you get sick or you made a commitment, then all of a sudden a vote comes up. You
Well,
people have to miss that.
Sure.
But when a bunch of you flee the state to break so the quorum can be broken and you not hold a vote, I think your seat should automatically be vacated within 5 days. After 5 days, your seat should automatically be vacated.
Well, it's an incredible disrespect for the democratic process, at least from my opinion.
They're saying they're trying to save democracy because they're saying this is a threat to democracy. But it seems like, but it's only because but it only seems like it's a threat to democracy when the Republicans do it. Both sides gerrymandering. It's been enshrined into our traditions since James Madison's vice president Jerry something.
Right.
I can't remember his name.
Gerrymander. I'm guessing his name was Gerrymander.
No, it wasn't Gerrymander.
No. Jerry Brown? Was it Jerry Brown? He can't.
Oh God.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete.
I was just going to quickly say, I think if a politician, gets the voters to elect them, and they're making a good salary because they got elected, they should do the business of the people, and even if they don't like it, they should stand up to do a vote, even if they don't maybe like what they're voting on. They should still, suck it up and be an adult and do the job they're elected and paid to do. That's my opinion.
No, well, what you do is just do a big old stink in the House floors, do countless speeches and all that other bullshit, to delay the vote. But it's named after Eldridge Gerry, who was the 5th vice president, and he was from Massachusetts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Massachusetts. Well, let's go ahead and catch up on chats here real quick.
All
Objection and I. Well, can you just say delete me already?
Yeah.
No, we don't allow illegals to vote here. We have a radical idea. Only citizens of the U.S. should be able to vote. Not really all the radicals count. Yeah, but they're still counted in the census there because it's illegal. Because they made it that you can't ask them whether they're U.S. citizens. So therefore, they're counted in the census and that towards whatever district. That's the problem.
Happens?
That's how California has 7 extra votes. It's because of all the illegals that are in California.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say something also about southwestern states like Arizona and Texas and New Mexico. And now let me ask you this question, Gorilla. let's say that you have the illegals that illegally cross, but then they do have a baby that they have born in the United States. So is there still the question of whether or not the child they give birth to in the United States is officially a U.S. citizen, or is still considered a legal child?
By executive order, Trump ended birthright citizenship, but it was never meant for these people. And damn right, birthright citizenship should be ended because here's the thing: it was meant as a prescription, not a description. There, after the Civil War, we had all these slaves that were suddenly freed that did not want to go back to Africa. There. So,
right.
So it's like, what is the remedy of the solution? Well, we granted them citizenship because they were born here. And even the guy who wrote this bill said it's only meant for the people who are already here, not for future things here.
I mean, so not for future potential residents who that are born from another country.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. What's the stop? Well, just name a country, and just to be fair, just so we get both sides. Just think of a country you absolutely hate. We all have one country we hate, whether it's China, Russia, France, Canada, whatever. What's to stop a person from coming to the United States?
Canada on that list. Thank you so much.
Oh, you know I had to. But anyhow, what's to stop a person from coming here while they're 9 months pregnant? Giving birth to a person here in one of our hospitals. Therefore, that person automatically would become a U.S. citizen because they're born on American soil. Then them taking them back to the other country, them getting trained and indoctrinated by their government. Then 30 years later, they come back. 35 years later, they come back and run to be our president of the United States, which they can because they were a United States citizen.
Right.
Well, yeah. I just want to mention Canada has had issues with this too. It's been a long time since I've heard anybody talk about it, but for a while there was like a thing where, people from outside Canada would come here to, birth their baby to get citizenship for it. And then of course they would try and claim citizenship because since they had a child that was Canadian, they would try to, jump the system and claim that they should be Canadian as well. And it was a big controversy, I got to say. But I haven't heard anybody talk about it here for, oh gosh, it's got to be 10 or 15 years since that was a big deal. Yeah. But it does happen. It definitely does happen.
What happened? Well, what happened with? I'll give you one good example of how this works. The system should work. There is a gentleman in Arizona, I believe his name is Raul Guajardo. He runs a district in the southern part of Arizona there, near Tucson and so forth. His own district, and both his parents, even though they were illegals, they fought for citizenship before they had their child. And then when they had Raul automatically became a U.S. citizen because his parents had fought for that right, and they became citizens themselves. I think that's where the system works, and I don't have an issue with that. But when you, like you said, when you have the other instance where they remain illegal until their child or children become actual citizens through birth, and then they have to try to fight to get that citizenship, and that applies in both countries, U.S. and Canada. I think it's really appalling. It truly is, in the way the whole system works on that.
Let's see. Resolute Jerry says they flee Texas at least once a year at this point. No, this is only the third time they've done that. Yeah, they fled like a year ago to, I forgot exactly. I thought that was like 2018 or something like that. Another one was 2003.
It was just before the big worldwide thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And welcome, Kevin Trekkie. Welcome. And Scurvy says, hey, Gorilla, damn, everybody's saying hello.
Hey, Kevin.
Hello,
yeah, Kevin's tricky. Yeah, there is.
And hey, Charlotte, how's it going?
Hey, Charlotte.
Woo! Charlotte. You got to always say woo when you see Charlotte,
Yeah,
I got a question.
Yeah.
Can I let everybody know that I'm live streaming?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Of course. All right. Hi, this is Larry from Gorilla Sensor Thoughts. I just wanted to be a gorilla tonight. So we're not going to talk about anything because we don't give a damn, pardon my French. But no, I just want to let everybody know Be Yourself Adventures is live. Thank you for Gorilla and Mike and PvP and Sit Down.
Yeah.
For inviting me. Thank you.
Hey, Larry, can
Yeah,
you
I believe that Stiffman is also.
What?
Yes,
What?
it did.
What?
I put a GoFundMe in the private chat. I have that pinned at the top
Oh, yeah.
of mine. So I wonder if you could put that in yours.
Oh,
too.
most definitely. Most definitely.
Yes, so we do have a simulcast from Gorilla, and Larry and Sifdan are all simulcasting tonight.
How about
Yeah.
you, Mikey?
So,
Well, not me. I'm not.
yeah. Let's see. Did you guys hear about that big truck accident in Florida where the guy did a U-turn and then ended up having a minivan? Yeah, I heard about that, and that's been a rallying cry around to ramp up these deportations.
Nice.
Well, that's pretty dumb to do a U-turn in the middle of a road.
Well, that's because India doesn't have the same driving standards, and California apparently doesn't give driving tests anymore.
And California has no driving standards apparently.
Did you hear he got 2 out of the 12 questions right? 2 out of the 12.
And they still give him a fucking license?
Yeah, they still gave him a license.
Jesus Christ, at least expect 3 out of the 12 out of California.
Yeah, 2 out of 12.
Well,
and the road signs, he got 1 out of 4 correct.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, my God.
And welcome, JPs. He goes, yeah, the turbine trucker. Aliso, need to stop minors from sponsoring immigration. I'm not sure who Aliso is.
Hey, Mike, welcome into my chat.
Yeah.
Hey,
Charlotte's giving us a heart.
Hey, Charlie. And hey, GPs.
Mike, is Charlotte also related to me? And welcome,
I don't know some women.
Welcome, Ronnie's World. Welcome.
I don't know that answer.
Hey,
Hello,
Ronnie.
And the next thing they are trying to bring their whole damn family into Canada. These old people who never paid CPP are receiving and using the healthcare system while they're paid for.
You wouldn't believe the BS going on in Canada right now, because you're pretty much on target there, JPs. The Liberals, gosh, I don't know how many thousands they've increased immigration by in the last 10 years, but it's frightening. I think it's like 600,000 immigrants, and it's killing our housing sector. It's killing our healthcare sector. It's putting a burden on everything. Young Canadians can't get jobs because, of course, the Tim Hortons and all the cheapo corporations will hire the so-called student immigrants for as low as they can get away with. And even though these student immigrants, half of them don't ever go to school, they just come here to make a few bucks, right? There's a lot of scamming going on, and it's really bad. And the sad thing is, a lot of people, they shouldn't even be here because their visas have expired and they don't have a right to even be in Canada. And yet, of course, the Liberals have lost track a lot of them. And there's even, criminals, like 6,000 criminals, I think was the last number I heard, that the Liberals have no idea where they went to.
Nice.
They should have been deported for their crimes, but they're out there terrorizing people, I would imagine.
Yeah, right. And JP's makes a good point because I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl.
No, go ahead and say what you're going to say.
No, I was going to say that JP's makes a good point because lately I have been seeing a lot of these Middle Eastern families, and I mean they number in at least 6, 7, maybe up to 10 members at a time. I guarantee you more than half of them have not even applied for citizenship 1, let alone they probably all illegally immigrated into the country in the first place. And you see a lot more of that every day. It is appalling. It's totally disgusting.
The thing is, they legally immigrated with the blessing of our federal government. That's the really sickening part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very sickening.
So I want to say welcome to Daniels. Welcome. Daniels Hot Topics. 2 out of 12 on the English test. He did worse on the driving test.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's
okay.
What's the con? Are they going to throw the book at this guy? Are they going to jail him, deport him? There's got to be consequences. I hope the family sues the F out of the government over this.
It depends on what state he got arrested in.
Right.
I know he's good. He's on the deportation list there, but it depends on what state he's. If he's in California, well, it's just an accident. The poor marginal guy, he just didn't know. But Florida, they're gonna throw the book at him.
I hope the family still launches a civil suit to try and well, he probably has no money though, so they're probably screwed there.
Well, and then there's also another thing: how much of a how much of a social and political headache is this guy going to make for the community in the state he's in?
Probably nothing. I don't think they care.
Yeah, but JP says, "Oh, you mean Sing Hortons?" All right.
We also call them Turban Tims, by the way.
Nice.
Turban Tims. Yeah, we call them both names.
So
it's all Asians. All Asians out in BC working at Tim's.
All right.
Yeah, so, that's your Asian sector. We have the Middle Eastern sector over here in Toronto.
Yeah,
Florida is charging him.
Indians. We got the Asians.
Yeah, so Florida is charging him with vehicular manslaughter. Okay, good. So I brought this map up here because it's the one I'm most familiar with for gerrymandering. Like Minnesota ain't too badly gerrymandered, but you can still tell that some of these don't make sense here. But you can tell they're trying to get the squeeze as much out of it here because. Like the bottom portion here, they make sure to get Rochester and Mankato all the same district. This one here has like Marshall, Fargo, and Alexander. They got Duluth in the northern part of the cities. This one here actually makes sense. St. Paul and Woodbury and the surrounding areas. This one here is Elam Omar's district there with Murderapolis in the western part of the cities.
So where you have the Twin Cities. Gorilla, so let me ask you, where you have the Twin Cities, is that considered more like minority districts? That's where more of your other minorities, different countries would live?
It's the Somali capital of the United States.
Right. Somali? Wow.
Yeah, that's how we got good. That's how we ended up.
Did you say salami?
No, he said the Somalis.
Oh, there's the salami.
Yeah, so Minnesota is a little bit or wait, her district might be 5 here. I think her district might be 5. Yeah. Because like Eden Prairie here and Plymouth and all that portion has a little bit of money here there.
Yeah. So many Somalis, you should call it mini Somaliland in Minnesota.
We call it, all people do. But yeah, so like Minnesota here ain't too badly, but you can tell that it like this is how like a district map should look. Now I'm gonna go with what people call the biggest gerrymandered.
Yeah.
Gorilla, tell me, with all that work going on in your state, is it pretty evenly split in your House of Representatives and your Senate seats between the two parties, or does that gerrymandering in your state in favor of the party in power, but are they basically even roughly?
Our House of Representatives is actually 50-50 right now. Well, actually, no. I think that got lopsided a little bit with two of our Congress people getting assassinated in their homes.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Yeah, you know it's sad.
Very tragic.
You know what's sad is when Texas started this, and they said, "Okay, we have a right to do it. We're going to do it." The whatever you call them, decide to flee. So California's like, I want to be a little baby. So I want to do this too. Nanner, nanner, nanner. You know, it kind of makes me sick if you think about it. Well, if they can do that, we can do it too. You know,
well, Larry, Larry, it's a tit for tat situation. How it's going right now, tit for tat.
Well, I know it's tit for tat, but I'm just tired of people. You know, it's like, Mom, that little boy was able to get some candy. How come I can't have some? He has some. Why can't I have some too? It's
California gerrymanders anymore. They might end up flipping more seats red.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, but here's looking at Illinois' map. Okay, District 12 looks relatively normal, but what the fuck's going on with 15 and 13 here? This looks like more like a fucking road trip than anything, but it's just to connect two cities, so that turns blue because Illinois is like 19.3 or something, or 17.3 for their house for their house. But look, 15 it starts out looking normal, then it thins out, then goes back down here.
So where's the district for Chicago there in Illinois?
That's all. That's
a friend of mine that lives there.
That's all the way towards up the top here. But look at 17. It starts up here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Has two half counties. Then moves down to one county. Then it splits the counties here. 16. It starts here, goes here, then shoots over here, cutting off part of 17. 14 looks relatively normal. I have to go. But,
just to let everybody know, I am here. I'm on the bottom. Just call me instead of Super Chats. That's who I am. If you can't see me, I'm actually there. But no, please donate instead of doing Super Chats. Please.
Yeah.
And this is for a girl, Crystal. It's very important. Please help out. It would be wonderful, everybody.
Are you okay down there, Brother Larry? I know you're surrounded by wordage.
Yeah, nobody sees me. I'm a ghost.
Here, is that better?
What? Now that's better. I just got a nice live in front of my face. No, I'm fine.
That doesn't show up on the thing there. But anyhow, look at District 3 here. How that just skims through here. District 4. This is totally ridiculous how they do it. They want to bitch about Texas wanting to redistrict a little bit, and all these people fled to this here. All these people fled to Illinois here, which is the most egregious here.
Yep.
Which is quite stunning, actually.
Yeah. What about who else is kind of on that same?
What about love? I only want to share it with you. I was using the long-term part.
Yeah, I know Arizona, even though we got a Democratic so-called governor. I don't even really call it governor.
That's right. You have it was Raul's district and a bunch of other ones that
Katie Slobs.
Female, that elected female Demo Katie over there.
Katie Slobs. She is backed by the C from Mexico, the C's. So that's who she's backed by. Maybe hear me, Katie. Oh well,
Well, Larry, that or it would have been Carrie Lake trying to run the state. I don't think you want her there. So
I like
Katie. Carrie Lake's awesome.
I like her. I like her.
I used to like her. Then she went to the dark side.
Yeah. JP says civil suit against the trucking company that hired him. Yeah, I would go after California instead, but they gerrymandered around Gorilla's house so that he votes. Oh, fuck you, kid!
Go fuck yourself.
You just told him to go F himself? Come on, Gorilla.
You're going to have Gorilla count down to 3. Remember, I said 1, 2. Well, I better not do it.
Let's see. Resolute Germ says Asians are mostly okay. It's the Middle Easters that you really need to worry about.
No beef, Sherlock Germ. Come on.
Yes, the walking tents. Gorilla's house is the salami capital. Actually, I don't have any salami. I should go get some.
Salami.
And why are immigrants even allowed to vote if they're not born here? Is your opinion doesn't your opinion doesn't matter. But okay, if they come here legally and they become a United States citizen, okay. But the illegal ones is where you gotta draw the line at.
Yeah, and we already said that if they have children, even though they come illegally, but if they have a child that's born in the country and that child grows up and gets the citizenship for themselves, then they should be allowed to vote. That's a gray area, I know, for a lot of people, but
it's a very gray area.
And I think they should be allowed. Yeah, but I think they should be allowed to vote if they fight for the citizenship and not their parents.
Well, the parents shouldn't have came in here in the first place if they're coming illegally.
True, Larry. I agree, but like I said, if you have a few kids and they believe in democracy and they want to, become citizens, I think they should be given the right to vote at least.
Well, they need to go back to the times, back to Ellis Island when everybody came in here, like my great grand family or this and that came through here through the legal way. I mean, that's just what we're asking is just don't sneak, don't lie, don't cheat, don't run, don't hide, don't steal, just don't bring your troubles into our country. Because, that's what gangs and all this comes into our country because they have so much going in theirs, dealing with all the, the big C people that are in charge, Mexico. They want out of there. Yeah, I understand they want out, but they should go through the way of the channel and do it through the process. Yes, I know it takes longer, but you want to take a chance, to have other problems?
Well, if you're truly seeking asylum, all you have to do is go up to a port of entry and go, I am here seeking asylum, and they'll let you in.
Political asylum. Make sure you say that. Political asylum.
Same difference. My point is, you just tell me you need asylum. They'll let you into the country under conditions until you can get a hearing. There, that's all you got to do.
Hey, Phantom Boomer.
Hey, Boomer, how's it going? Hey, JPRH1, I'm getting to your chats here. Yes, Jerb, they do not have the same values as America. Yeah, exactly. Dean Martin was accused of gerrymandering in the 50s. Just passing.
Like Jerry Lewis. He's talking about Jerry Lewis. He was gerrymandering.
Yeah. Those blasted salamis.
Those blasted salamis.
All right, guys, let's get that salami. Come on, give one thumb or two salamis. Just put them up right there.
Oh, man. So I'm gonna get a bunch of dick emojis. All right.
Yes, let's put those in the chat, guys.
Or more interest in not conforming and not interrogating into new society. They have moved on
integrating, not interrogating, integrating.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is back filling. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not the same there, Daniel. It's gonna suck. Okay, I'm sorry. They don't even have half the cast coming back. So
they don't have David in there, who I worked with on Angel. So
right.
No.
Yeah. So no.
Yeah, I'm definitely against. I'm against remakes and reboots all the way. It's like you can't.
Nobody gets it right. Nobody gets it right. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay, let's put it this way. If they put, he painted the Mona Lisa. Are you going to try and up him one by painting another copy of the Mona Lisa? No.
No, they're going to make it for modern audiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say they'll. Oh God, I don't even want to go into it.
All right. So JP says, that's unfortunate, Daniel. Yeah. Yeah, the original was awesome, but I haven't seen very many good remakes. It was good.
Let me guess. Buffy's a man now. Buffy's
no. Half man, half. Should we even go there?
Yeah.
No. Let's not go there.
Half vampire, half something.
Oh, she's fighting a new vampire. Big one. That's what they're saying.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
no,
Sit there.
no Michelle Gellar, no Allison Hannigan,
No.
none of the rest
Yeah,
of
they
the
didn't even
Michelle
take
Gellar's coming back.
Allison.
Michelle Gellar's coming back.
Daniel, no, she isn't.
No.
She's not coming back, and neither is Allison Hannigan.
No,
There
she's
is
coming
David.
back. She's going to be the new Giles. She's going to be the new Giles.
retired. I like the old Giles. I don't need a new Giles. I had 7 seasons. There's over like what 150 something episodes. That's all the episodes I never need to watch because if I tried to watch them anyway, I'd be dead before I finish them. So sorry, I don't need. I have no interest in.
Hey, Sif Dan, go ahead and read yours. You know the rule.
All right. Well, this was directed at Dennis Hot Topics because I was being a little cynical to him. And they will turn her into a Mary Sue character and create her into a girl boss and create all the female characters girl bosses and make them in all weak and the villains. Yay, for our modern audience. Is it going to be terrific when it's going to be all like that? That's
well, don't you remember, Sith Dan? Buffy season 7 kind of actually did that because they brought in all the girls under Buffy's tutelage. I forget what they called them, but there was like a whole group of them, and they were like Buffy proteges she was trying to train. And right. Miles got really like subjugated in that season.
And it wasn't that the final season they brought back Angel too because
welcome back, Gorilla.
I don't remember that. I remember. You know, even Xander wasn't safe because they decided to gouge his eye out later in the season.
The preacher guy.
By the way, the same guy that is in Firefly. By the way,
right. Let me. I real quick question. I want to know if everybody's glad that I'm back. Yes, I'm having that procedure done on Friday.
Yes,
I will still. Yes. So I want to hear everybody's opinion. I got one person in my live stream, so I'm happy about that one. But I wanted to know if everybody was seriously excited about me coming back, doing some lives again. Yes,
of course. Well, you know, all of us love you, Larry. You don't have to ask that question.
Well, Gorilla should put a poll out.
Put a poll. Put a poll on your channel.
Put a poll on your channel.
Put a poll on. Are you happy I'm back? Do you give it crap or no? Like, whatever.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you. What happened to you?
Yeah, fat foot.
Your fat foot? Now you got your phone.
Now you're
on your phone.
He probably disconnected himself. The big fat Pete with the apex.
Thank you, Lemon Pie.
It's Gorilla's fat cat that pulled the line out again, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but anyhow, sit there. I'll make you read your own.
I did already.
He did already.
Yes, we heard that.
Yeah, we did. See,
right.
You know, the thing is, Daniel, I just want to address this just real quick. You see, Daniel, I really enjoyed Buffy. I also liked Angel, the offshoot. I really liked both series. But I got to tell you, when you see a crater the size of meteor crater in the middle of the town that just destroyed it and everything is done, it's done to me. That's it. It's done.
Well,
Mike, nothing else made of it. So,
Mike, I worked on an episode of Angel. It was
I know you did.
Called The House Always Wins, and they were in Vegas.
Yeah.
And this had to do with Andy. He was the demon, and
you worked with Boreans, right? Yeah, you worked with.
Yeah, he was a zippy. Kitty, yeah. He was performing with
the Lady Marmalade thing.
Andy, he was the very talented demon, right? And
I talked to him in the parking lot because some guy, I don't know if it was some of the crew members or something, they were yelling, giving him a hell of a hard time and stuff like that. And they finally left. I said, Andy, what the heck is going on? He says, I'm not doing the job I should be doing. I said, oh, come on. And of course, unfortunately, he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away like a long time ago, didn't he, Larry?
Oh, it was so sad. It was so sad. He was such a nice guy.
He was one of my favorite characters, too. I thought he was a great character in the show. Like,
yeah, it was really, really upsetting.
I'm kind of that's
God.
kind of sad that some of his coworkers were not treating him right. That's
it was awful. Yeah, we went outside on break, and I was done, and then Andy was out there, and the guy, one of the crew members, just started really chewing him off.
Weird.
And
I always thought I just really enjoyed. I loved his performances in that show. Like, man,
he could sing. He did pretty good on that.
He was talented. Yeah.
Oh, very, very talented. The Ronettes or not the Ronettes, but his, his little demonettes or whatever they were. It was so much fun to work on that one. Sitting at the slot machine, like we're zombies, is put more money in. It was just crazy. But it was a fun episode called House Always Wins. So let's get back to Jerry, whoever that person is that does these Mandarin things. So
by the way, speaking of Jerry's,
yes, Jerry's. Oh, you mean the ice cream?
No, that's cherries, not cherries.
I know who does the ice cream. One person in
Ben and Jerry, but that's with the
Ben
J.
and Jerry's, right?
Ben and Jerry's. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gorilla's gone for the night. So.
Oh no, he disappeared again.
Yeah. So we gotta get back with the chat, guys. So
Jerry Mandarin. Okay. Well, I was gonna say that Jerry Anderson, who did Space 1999 and the like. That's how you pronounce his name. It's not Gary. It's Jerry. It's exactly pronounced that way.
Well,
even though it's spelled differently.
Okay, Daniel, do you want to read the one where it says, "Remember the final season"? of your input.
Yeah. Wait, I just put it up. Somebody put it up. Can't see it.
Gorilla's gone, so I don't know if anybody can put it up.
It's at 7:39. I'll read it. Remember in the final season 7 of Buffy, she was training on army of female slayers. I wonder what happened to them. I'm guessing they were all killed between season 7 to now. Okay, so Phantom Boomer says, "Whoop, whoop, whoop."
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Howdy, fellers. And eggplant. Okay. Thomas Potts, welcome back to the channel. He says, Depot Gorilla back.
Deport Gorilla back to Canada.
Deport Gorilla back to Canada. He's gone. He's out of here.
Yeah, only Tom.
Go fuck yourself.
See, it works. I did it.
Okay, Larry, Larry, you have control of the channel now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, okay.
Larry's in control of the outer limits.
Okay, we got lemon pies next. How often should redistricting happen?
Redistricting.
Only after a census, right?
Yes.
Mike, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, sure. So what is the period of time now for a census? Is it like every 4 years, like during the period of a presidential service, or is it every couple years, every 2 years?
I think it's every 4 years, if I remember right.
Every 4 years.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. It's got to be at least 4 years.
Well,
I would imagine.
Well, it's either every 4
years. Yeah, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
Well, it's every 4 years or it's every 10 years, every decade to let the population, in theory, integrate a little bit more faster every 10 years.
Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah. Okay. So it's anywhere from 4 to 10 years, depending. Yeah. Okay. So
or
the way
the
to
government
explain
wants to run it and do a census, just like Trump wants to do one now. He wants to do a census.
He's upside down.
Trump wants to do a census, and he wants
God, I saw him upside down.
He wants to exclude the illegal immigrants. So he wants to do a new census.
Well, what it was, okay.
So where are we at here?
I don't know. Who
We're
are
right
you?
here where Thomas, he wanted to deport you back to Canada. Thomas Potts did, Gorilla.
Yeah, I thought you were gone. Yeah. I thought you were gone.
He had to abandon us.
Yeah. So So how often? Well, if there's a major swing in the population, then you could do what you call a midterm redistricting there. So if like Texas there got high influx where it could add up four new damn districts to there because they left California, then they should be able to redistrict.
Yeah, well, they can add or change seats, but it's still. But if they do that, it has to what is it, 535 in the House of Representatives, and then the other one has what? How much does the other one have? I forgot my numbers.
Mikey, the Senate
the Senate has 100. The House has 535.
Did you decide to flip me?
435, I thought, because that would be 535 total.
Did you flip me?
Who flipped? I didn't flip.
Gorilla flipped me.
Oh, he switched you around.
Okay. Yeah, he flipped me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like the finger thing,
yeah,
you
so
know?
That half the cast of Buffy is dead or in prison at this point. Why are they doing this? I don't know. Who are they casting as Buffy? I don't know. Some blonde chick with small tits. If it doesn't matter, the original Buffy is
some of the guys in the chat with Sydney Sweeney.
Hey, wait.
She does not have small tits there.
Isn't she the one
I'm sorry to say.
Hey, yeah. Sydney Sweeney's the one.
The blue jean. Blue jean girl.
Which one am I right now? Snow White.
She advertises Levi jeans.
Yeah, I know. PvP is Gary Stu. Way overpowered on the panel. Sydney.
Oh, JP's.
I don't think I've been
horn dog.
All right.
I don't even talk much in the panel.
I don't know what's going on with this here.
Okay. All right. Let's
I know that's a joke.
You guys are familiar with that old Monty
Python.
Python.
For one, Happy Larry is back.
Thank you.
Yeah, ain't Andy dead now in real life? Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
You guys are being controlled by a phantom gorilla.
Yeah, right.
Gorilla is buried under a pile of salamis that fell from the pantry lab.
Chances
that every 10 years, states don't conduct their own. Yeah, which
it's a national census. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Scurvy, I'm laughing so hard right now. I think I need to run to the store and get some salami real quick.
Quick.
Hey, welcome, Nemesis. Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Hello, today.
Hello, Nemesis.
Good. Each state has their own rules about redistricting that can change it. Well, yeah, exactly. PvP was a joke. Gary Stu overpowered. All right. So,
I do have a question for you, for your Canadians up there. Do you guys have a similar problem that we do down here? We call it gerrymandering per state. Do you guys have the same problem per province, or whatever you call those representative districts that you guys call them over there? Boroughs, I think it is that you call them PvP?
Ridings.
Ridings?
It's like here in the Okanagan, we have the North Okanagan riding, we have the Central Okanagan riding, and we have the South Okanagan riding. And that's just the terminology. And I don't think we ever do gerrymandering much here. Boundaries do change, but I don't think that's as regular a thing as it is in the U.S., perhaps. It probably does. Well, I don't know what, I've always wondered what it does depend on, because I'm sure the population changes, but sometimes they'll seem to, like in my town, they'll move a certain area to the like here in Kelowna. There's two different ones, right? So one might get this area, the other one might get this half of the city. But it seems to fluctuate every number of years. So yeah, it's a hard question to answer for me, really.
I'm very glad that Pierre Poilievre did win the by-election in Alberta. He's got a seat.
He didn't win it. He crushed it.
Good.
Well, whatever. I'm just glad he got in. I'm glad he got in because he's going to cause.
Hey, I checked. He won by 80%. I checked today.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he did
nobody,
good.
a lot of the people were saying, "Oh, there's no way he's ever going to get 80%, maybe 60 or 70." Well, he got 80%. He kicked every. You look at him; he's got 80%, and I think the next highest has got like 6% in the vote. It's like half a dozen pitiful people, 3 or 4%. It's like Pierre made them look silly. I love it because man, we need him so bad.
All right.
And he's going to be back in the house in the fall, and boy, is he going to take Carney to task.
Oh, this will be a fun one that PPP is going to read in a minute.
All right, guys. I want to switch to our next topic here. I want to talk about the last summer here, but I do want to say to Larry though, I'm a little disappointed in you last night.
Why?
Because I fell asleep on your panel. You sat there and tried waking me up until I left the thing there instead of just putting out some annoying music on loop and leaving. I'm disappointed.
You know what?
I was trying to do
me.
African chants. I was trying to wake you up.
That was me. That was me going.
Yeah, but I was you were doing the Navajo thing. I was doing some other chants. I was doing Hindu stuff.
Well, I'm disappointed you falling asleep in my live stream. How's that? Where's Gorilla? Gorilla, hello.
Gorilla, wake up.
So 2 can be Gorilla. Okay. I am, you know what? I am so very much not disappointed in you, okay? Gorilla, are you asleep now?
Did that really sound correct there?
Gorilla, wake up.
Gorilla.
Okay, it's time for the East Indian music.
Yep.
Oh no, he just disappeared again.
Oh,
all right, guys, let's keep things going. We still got some people in chat. Okay, Lemon Pie.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move forward on the chats. Oh, there he is.
Hail Nemesis, bud.
Yeah. Damn, kid, set the thing to update right at 10 o'clock.
Hey, I told you. You fell asleep.
No, you should have put some annoying music on.
Yeah.
Ooga boogie.
All right. Let's get back to the chat.
Yeah, well, this thing's updating because my other computer won't turn on.
Oh
nice. Man. Wow.
All righty then.
That's what you get for being isolated out there, Gorilla.
Well, hail Nemesis. And I said hi.
Yeah, that thing's a pain to do on computer or on the phone here.
Right?
Right.
Boundaries change for writings when the populace increases in a writing. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, they have to stretch. Okay, if I'm correct about this PvP, when you have a slight increase in the population of said district or the area in the province, then they have to restructure it, don't they? They have to expand the boundary, or do they have to shorten the boundary?
No, the thing is that this town is basically a boom town, and there's high rises. We have like probably a dozen sky cranes across the city, and there's always high rises, condos, apartments being thrown up at alarming rates. Actually, because
construction. I know we get that a lot in Toronto here now too.
Oh, it's nuts! Every week I go out to do an errand, and there's another building being thrown up. Right, so
yeah. I'm just waiting for them to put buildings on top of Lake Ontario.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to.
No shit.
Well, I do have a question. Well, PvP, if they keep making, are they making housing apartment complexes? Or are they making something else? Because I'm saying if they're making apartment complexes, then you guys should. The cost of housing should be going down drastically in your areas.
Oh, fuck no. No, fuck no.
No.
By the way, Egglog voting districts cannot be.
Well, I wanted the PvP to say that.
There you go, PvP.
I just want to say that Kelowna, I think, is an exception because this isn't a city that people want to move to because it's relatively peaceful and sane. Even though we do have crime, it's not so bad as back east. I would not pay a penny to live back in Ontario or Montreal. It's a horror show back there. They've let the immigrants in and they have screwed Eastern Canada up so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a reason Western Canada separation has become a thing again, because a lot of us out here wish we'd like to break away and form our own republic if we could, because we do not believe in Eastern Canada has any of our interests anymore. We do not believe them. But Pierre Poilievre got in 80%, won his by-election in Alberta yesterday, so he could be a great prime minister if he can get in the next few years. We'll have to play that one out as it unfolds. But since Carney's a coward and hasn't opened up the House of Commons in like 4 or 5 months since he got elected, and he's basically partying and, taking his vacation until the fall, which he hasn't even tabled a budget until then. He's done nothing in his term in like 100 and something days. Not one damn thing he's accomplished, which, I'm sure his liberal supporters still don't get, but a lot of us paying attention to. But I know once the House of Commons, they have to open it unless we are a full dictatorship, they have to open it. And once Pierre gets back in the opposition, conservative leader, man, I think the fireworks are going to fly. I think he's going to rip Carney so many new ones. Carney won't be able to sit down without pain. Let's put it that way. I'm really looking forward to that.
Hey, PvP, I really thought there was part of Canada wanted to split from Canada itself.
They do. Western one does, Larry.
Western
Alberta
part.
and Saskatchewan are two of the provinces that want to split.
Right.
Yeah. All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Can we catch up on the chats here?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. We were just going to have PvP read about the eggnog voting districts.
Yeah. Let's see. The district went from a battleground to solid Democrat after the liberal PA Supreme Court made their own voting districts. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Screw, how's it going?
And Nemesis.
Yeah. Seems like it was easier when there was just a king. Yeah.
No. King Charles is a useless idiot.
Yeah.
You don't need a king.
Yeah.
You don't want a king.
Yeah, what other job can Canada get hired and go on immediate vacation? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're one of those vendors in Canada's Wonderland over here, that would be your vacation. You do that for 3 months, and then you can just walk away and live in substandard housing. And then when you survive that, then you come back and work another 3 months.
You think Carney's living in substandard housing over the holidays?
Oh no, he ain't, but other people are.
Hey, Gorilla. Now I have a little disappointed in you. My turn. Well, of your title. Okay. You put something in there, but I have not one person has mentioned about it. And I even feel bad for Lemon Pie. This is probably his arch rival, is apple pie.
Yeah.
Apple pie?
Yeah, apple pie.
Apple pie?
Yes, he put more American than apple pie.
I never have seen apple pie in the chat.
No, it's in the title. Gerrymandering more.
Oh, gerrymandering more American than apple pie. I see. Okay.
Yeah, what's the deal with apple pie?
Uh-oh.
And they say that the American thing is apple pie. Well,
it is.
Gerrymandering's more American than apple pie.
Then what's lemon pie then?
He's a Texan.
So he's Texan pie.
It's Texan pie?
Yeah, apple pie was invented in England.
Nice.
Hey, I'm just going by the old saying. It took me a week to come up with this. And
Hey, Gorilla,
I got
I
3
mean,
laughs of it from it at work today, so I said I was going to go with it.
Hey, Larry, do you remember that commercial? Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember there's only one person in my chat. I'm scaring everybody away again.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. So I want to go on to our next topic here about the Alaskan summit because I thought that we should touch on that.
Oh, Alaskan?
Yeah, but I want to show. I want to show a video here that they even gave me a boner here.
Right.
Right as they're coming over the top.
Cool. I
Yeah,
love seeing the stealth aircraft with other for
timed it so that one of the B-2s that took out Iran nuclear sites flew over Vladimir Putin's head. There. And people are saying, "Oh, see, he's just giving him a military salute and he's pandering to him." No, it's a sign of intimidation. Go, look, bitches, we just took out Iran's nuclear sites with one of these fuckers. Let's just think what we can do in Alaska or in Moscow with it.
Did you see Putin's red carpet? How skinny his red carpet was?
Yeah, very skinny.
It was almost like a little string. And then Trump's is big, wide open, and red carpet.
What do you expect for a dictator? You got to have some pomp and circumstance. Come on.
Yeah. Which dictator are you talking about, Mikey?
I was talking about Trump card.
So you think Trump is worse than Putin?
Well, no, I think Putin's scarier. I didn't say worse.
Didn't Trump win a Democratic election back in November?
You say.
Well, I say most people say because Harris failed badly.
Oh, Trump won everything. He won all of it. All of the states.
He won the states. He won the popular vote. He won the House. He won the representatives. He won everything.
The swing states. Every one of the swing states he won.
Trump had one of the biggest victories in American history. So even I know you hate Trump, Mikey, but you don't diss him and don't try to ignore the narrative of what happened because
I'm saying that Trump was the lesser of two evils because believe me, if Kamala Harris had got in, you'd all be complaining and going up in arms. But you got your choice. I hope you're happy with the choice.
Hey Jim. Hey, can you read the next chat, Gorilla?
Hey Jim, how's it going?
Can you read the next?
JP says that static F-22 was more threatening. I did the 22 and the B2. Welcome, Tiga Atreyu.
Atreyu.
Listen for the color of the sky. Look for the sound of hummingbird wings. Search it for the perfume of ice on a hot day. If you have found those things, you will know. Oh no! I'm looking for. Hey, everything's all fine and dandy until pixels start missing from the sky.
Tiga.
Do they do that for? They do that for. I didn't see Zelensky getting a flyover. Or any of the other ones there, or the European leaders. Hello, Trump won because the Democrats sucked so hard. Yeah, well, I guess Kamala pulled out the wrong knee pads.
Well, that and they'll never elect a woman president ever. Yeah. So there you go.
And Jay Alders goes, howdy.
Hey, brother Jay.
Proud to be here.
Hey, brother Jay, we have the link is attached there to the chat. So come on in, brother.
Brother Jay.
Yeah. Well, let's see. The supple willow does not contend against the storm, yet it survives. Yeah. So
I guess he might be Asian. He's got some eloquent wording there.
Oh,
definitely, Tiga. Definitely some elegant.
Well, Zelensky didn't get the red carpet. He got a handshake and going, "Hey, I see you actually wore a suit this time to kiss our ass."
Oh, he wore a great outfit, didn't he?
Oh, hey, I still can't believe that. That people are making such a big stink about the suit. You know, like I made a joke in a comment thing, and so someone says all the instructors are obsessed with the suit. Like, no, I know it was called a joke.
But
you know what I think is funny is Putin didn't have to go very far. All he had to do was just fly across Siberia, and there he is in Alaska.
he
didn't have to go far.
He came from Moscow. But
I know that. So you didn't have to go far.
Yeah.
So Tiga says something else here. Gorilla.
He who conquers himself is the greatest warrior. Do what you must be done with a docile heart.
Docile heart. Yes.
So I thought that someone actually went pretty good, and way it sounded is that we're not letting Ukraine into NATO, but they said we're going to have some kind of like Article 5 agreement with them, which apparently I guess Putin's okay with there, but everybody's thinking like that Trump's going to hand over Ukraine, and the dumbest thing I heard was people's like, I can't believe he's meeting with the genocidal dictator. Well, how the fuck are we supposed to solve the Ukraine-Russia war? We're not going to talk to the fucking leaders. Like, I don't understand some of these Timu Forrest Gump's thought process on that.
Hey, Gorilla, can you look at your private chat for a second?
And then the one thing I was questioning is why now did they leave Zelensky out of the talks there in the Alaska summit?
The what?
In the Alaska summit, did they leave Zelensky out of the talks between Trump and Putin?
He had two separate meetings. He had one with Putin and one with Zelensky and the European leaders.
Right. Hey, Gorilla, did you look?
Yes, yes, I did.
What did you think?
All right, so let's see. Thomas says maybe if they ran a woman who isn't picked because of her race or gender, but someone who's actually competent. Well, the only reason that she even got started in politics in her position was because of Willie Brown. You guys can look up what happened with that. What happens in a man's life is already written. A man must move through life as the destiny wills. Yes, yet each man is free to live as he chooses. So, I'm not sure what's the point of all these quotes.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder too. Tiga, can you kind of explain why you're putting all these different sayings in chat? I'm just curious. We're all curious.
Yeah. We worked with one of the worst dictators in history during World War II. Yeah, exactly. Hell, we funded Russia.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
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 Well, no, we remained passive with Stalin. Stalin just got free reign of whatever he wanted to do. We just said, oh, well, okay, sure.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of retarded to not having Trump and Putin and Zelensky all in the same. No, that's coming up. He wanted to he's trying to work the room here, and he's doing it one at a time, and then they're gonna all have one big meeting. Because it seems like every time they try to get Zelensky and Putin into the room together, Putin blows them off, or Zelensky blows them off, or some stupid shit happens.
Hey, JP's, I think it's spelled Zelensky, and it might have two Y's at the end. Not sure why that is, but that's the actual spelling.
Pai Mei was my father. Yeah.
Pai Mei was my father.
Yeah, Putin didn't want to talk with him there. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Well, I do have a theory on what they may have talked about. Putin and Trump probably talked about what's the situation about Ukraine? Are they going to be allied with the U.S. or pro-NATO? Or are they going to be a buffer state for Russia? I would say it would be a split. Probably Ukraine will be split in half with the Western allies getting the western part of Ukraine and Russia getting the eastern side of Ukraine to have a buffer state with them.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. JP says close enough to know who I was talking about. Well,
I know I'm correct.
but no, yeah, he wants a buffer zone, but that doesn't neglect that Poland and Finland are both part of NATO and on its border. Poland's just been the stepping stone into Russia for every person that tried to conquer Russia. Napoleon went through Poland. Uncle Adolf went through Poland. The Russians
tried to go winter Poland to get into Eastern Europe? Because the reason is Poland is a flat open space, so it's very easy to move tanks through.
You know what I find? Yeah. You know what I find ironic is that, according to the United States military, Alaska does have an early warning system in place in case Russia decides they want to shoot some missiles at us, and vice versa.
Yeah,
and I still think that's really insanely ironic, because having this summit that they had between the countries, knowing full well that we have that in place already. So I thought that was weird.
Well, the thing is, every town in the United States has an early warning system. It's called our emergency broadcast sirens.
Well, but Alaska is more developed there, Gorilla. It is. Anchorage, Juneau, all of them are tied into it. It's a huge system. Well, it's like the HARP system, which is over in Australia,
right,
or wherever else that is. So, and Mount Winter, it's in Virginia. It's all tied together there, Gorilla.
Yep. And again, guys, we please, all the moderators, keep doing a great job like you guys are doing. I truly appreciate that, because you guys are doing the best job I've ever seen. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say right now. And I think you guys know why.
Alaska's just a good place to set up a radar station, because it sets up radar over Europe and over Russia and all the other places.
Let me ask you an important thing. I'm going to get back to this. Why is Trump now bending ass backwards, pardon my French for talking like that, doing everything he can for Zelensky now? I mean, it seems like he's gone from talking about Biden, him pushing all this money, 100 million, 100 billion, this, that, to Ukraine. He says that needs to stop. We're not doing it, on his little rallies and stuff like that. Now he's going ahead and, Zelensky, we'll help you out. We're going to send you weapons and stuff, but we're going to go through NATO to do it. But why has he gotten so, what's the word, butterized, or very just
charmed?
What?
Charmed?
Yeah, he's just totally kind of flipped a little bit. And, I don't like that. I'll be honest with you. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get into this war here, because 20,000 Russians just died last month, and I don't know how many Ukrainians have died in this war. He's trying to get it to end. So, and finally, Zelensky, the first meeting, he thought he could kind of just walk over Trump like he did Biden there, and he realized they're not going to be pushed. Trump's not going to be pushed around and be disrespected in his own office there. But so now Zelensky came back and realizing he has to kiss some ass.
Right.
Well, I just wanted to say to Larry that
understood exactly
it's a
what
form.
happened.
Well, what I see of it is it's a form of kowtowing, and you know what kowtow means, right? So this is at the stage right now that Trump has to say, "Hey, look, Zelensky, I understand that you're fighting for a freedom. You want to be independent. I understand all that, but at the same time, I know that Russia is pissed. They want to roll over you. So what I'm trying to do is give you a compromise, maybe, less weaponry to face off. And then then I've talked to Russia, and Russia, won't decide to just obliterate your district, your state into, oblivion." So I know he's kowtowing. I know he's doing that.
Well, I know Zelensky is a crybaby. He wants war. He wants to do this. He wants to keep it going. I'll be honest with you. If you guys get a chance, check out Black Scout Survival. He has been spot on and everything. He was in the military. He was a veteran, and he has a lot of information to talk about. So please check out Black Scout Survival, and he'll explain everything. I mean, he'll even go into about the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, and I get that, but see, what I'm seeing here is that Putin doesn't back down easily. I understand that.
Well,
and
I know
Zelensky. No, and Larry, I completely agree with you. Zelensky is a brat. Okay, he's a brat, but he's got he's got some good policy he wants to keep with his independent state, and I get that. So I don't understand why Putin decides all of a sudden, hey, so this bratty kid can get away with shit, but I can't, come to some compromise, and it's probably useless. Maybe he's thinking that.
I have to step in here.
Yeah, because I'm tired of America PPP talking about, oh, where's poor Ukraine. What about the United States of America? What
about the taxpayers of Canada? We've sent probably $1 billion to support Zelensky.
Right. What about the children that are missing in the U.S.?
And at the same time, Larry, we've got homeless veterans sleeping in the streets.
Correct. Why
that's wrong.
Oh, it is wrong. But Trump was talking about how there's a lot of killing. Yes. There is a lot of war. Yes. But Russia started it. They went back and forth. Ukraine is a very greedy, maniacal country. They're about money. They're about everything. It's awful. If you guys knew more about, understand, it is absolutely horrible. We should be watching out for America itself. Okay.
Well, that's why I think we all agree on one thing. Well, I'm sorry. Let me just finish my thought. Yeah, so I think this is what we all agree on.
I got a lot of thoughts.
Good.
I understand. But I think what we all agree on is that domestic issues should be the main priority. I don't think we really need to, concentrate much more manpower or, other things on a stupid war. I mean, why does that make any sense to me? It doesn't. It's not a bit of sense.
There are big reasons why they're not, because I could go into that, but I won't. Zelensky basically loves to have the Western world feeding him billions of dollars in money because he profits off it. He's not interested in a peace. He could continue this war for the rest of his lifetime and profit off it and be quite happy with that. So I don't see Zelensky as a good guy. I don't see Putin as a good guy. I think they both have their nationalistic interests at heart, right? And
they both have hidden agendas.
Can I please talk without being interrupted, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to say, love him or hate him, I have to give Trump enough respect for trying to intervene and meet, do a meeting with these leaders and trying to end this war, because nobody else is going to end this war other than Trump. And you know what I think Putin wants? I think Putin from the start of the war, when he invaded eastern Ukraine, he wanted that seaport, right? Remember the seaport he took over?
Oh yeah,
Crimea. That was basically, and a lot of the people around that area speak Russian. They're basically Russians anyway, right? So a lot of the eastern provinces in Ukraine are Russian-speaking people that probably identified more as Russians than Ukrainians. So I think Putin has a point there to take away a bit of eastern Ukraine. I don't think Putin wants to take a lot of Ukraine. I don't think Putin really wants to take half of Ukraine, because if he has to take a lot of Ukraine that are Ukrainian speakers, he's gonna, it's like they say, it's easier to influence something than to control it. Because if he invades and tries to control it, he's going to be dealing with constant uprisings and never have peace. I just think he wants to basically take a small percent of eastern Ukraine that is basically Russian. Obviously, generally been considered Russian territory anyway, as far as language and culture, right? So I respect Trump for trying to come to a deal with these two leaders.
I do too,
and I hope they will someday see daylight and work this out, because this has gone on way too long.
Well,
I guess that's basically what I wanted to say. I mean,
well, you know what, PPP, you're correct. You're absolutely correct on that. It's just nobody wants war. A normal human being generally doesn't want war, but those that are money grab, money hungries, everything else. Look at the Bidens. Look at the corruption and everything else that went through that. And then Gorilla wants to get back to chat, guys. So let's get back to chat, everybody. And we'll kind of discuss until Gorilla kind of wants to talk about the next thing, because we're getting behind here.
All right. So Jay, welcome to the panel.
Put my 2 cents in of what y'all said, what y'all been discussing before you switch to a topic. Putin insulted. Zelensky insulted Putin.
Oh yeah.
And Putin had to save face in front of the Russian people, or he would have lost his power. And that's why he started this war. That is the main reason for the war. It's a stupid reason, but that's the reason. And he's not going to stop until he gets Zelensky. Now, he has told Trump several times that he will stop the escalation and let the peace talks happen. And he has went home and he has attacked Ukraine every time after saying he would stop.
Oh, I know he does.
And that's why Trump is saying, well, you're a lying piece of shit. I'm going to send missiles over there. You think you're going to do this to me and insult me? Well, Trump has to save face too, because he's a proud man, just like we all are. We're proud men. And he's got to save face from the American people.
Right.
And so he sent more weapons. Now, if Putin doesn't stop, we just may get in this war.
Oh, we're getting close. Very close, my brother. And the worst thing about this is people don't care. I mean, they're higher up. Basically, per se, they don't have anything to worry about, but they do, because their life can always be on the line. But they don't care who's out there fighting, dying on both sides. They don't care. It's kind of like
doesn't care about lives.
Right.
He never has, because remember, he was the head of the KGB.
Right. He doesn't care. None of them, either one doesn't care. Inside that game, Risk, it's just almost like that. Let's take care. I got to take care of this part of this country and keep going. What's it going to gain you? Killing all these people. I understand where Trump's coming from, where all these children, these mothers and fathers and everybody else dying, civilians.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Russia lost a lot of land.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, and now he wants it back. That's
he wants
also
all of it.
A thing. Yeah, he wants it all. He's not going to stop until he gets it all.
Right,
and he's tired. He's tired of NATO accepting countries near Russia.
And they are now part of NATO. Some of those countries, Poland, NATO.
He hates that.
Poland's been part of NATO for a long time. The ones that just got added are Sweden and Finland.
And Finland.
Finland has one of the I think they had the second largest army in or military
and
in
why would Sweden?
Europe.
Why would Sweden be allowed in NATO when Sweden has always been a party that doesn't want to get involved in anything? Now they want to be in NATO.
You think it's Switzerland?
Gorilla, you're partly wrong. Sweden usually plays the non-aligned path.
That's Switzerland.
No, Sweden plays it too.
No, it's Switzerland. It's Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland.
They were neutral in World War II.
Yep.
And in World War One.
All right. Well,
they've always
in
been
every
neutral.
War.
All right. Well, that's probably where my misconception of Sweden comes from. They were neutral during World War II, roughly before they were invaded.
Yeah, they got rolled over in World War II. They didn't even have a chance to take sides.
Right.
Yeah, and Larry, I just want to say, all those people sadly are casualties of war.
Oh, I know they are.
Between two sides that want different goals.
Well, it's been like that for centuries, but that's not what I'm getting at. It's just, you know what war is about. Do you? If I ask you a question, what pops in your head? What is war about?
About territory.
No.
Territory and politics.
No. Well, you're close, but there's one thing only. It's about power. It is about power, and that's it. It is about the power. Who holds the cards? Who has the money? Who, that's what it's about. It's about power. Okay.
I think Larry's essentially right, but I think Dan has a point too. I think basically wars are about power, territory, control, and basically making their leaders look like really good guys when they're assholes, right?
Right. That comes into the whole thing.
I think that pretty much sums it up, does it not, guys? Like,
well,
I don't
PvP, the power is that. It is all a combination of all that stuff right there. Land grab, money, and power. It's a lot about money too, because without a war, they don't make any money. Wars make money.
That's what happened with Germany, and after the Armistice Treaty in World War I, Germany was so poor. That was a really stupid treaty, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I mean, I am not surprised at all that World War II happened, because if I was a German citizen after the First World War and if I had to get a wheelbarrow to get a loaf of bread, I would be pretty pissed off after a while. I don't know about you guys, but I'd be pissed off, right? And when the mustache man came in and promised, I'm going to rebuild, we're going to be great again. We're going to be the best country in the world, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Loads of bullshit, right? He was fit, but the population, just like when the Liberals voted Kearney in, majority of the population bought right into that shit. And they're like, a Heil, great leader, Heil, mustache man.
Right.
Well,
and the rest is history, right?
He,
the rest is
he
history.
decided that to keep the German people away from blaming the government for everything that's going on in the economy and everything, he decided to use the Jews as the hate. Well, the reason why the economy is going on is because of the Jews. The reason why you feel so all bad and everything, and you think everybody's against you, it's the Jews. It's all about the Jews.
Well, Jay,
That's exactly what started it all with the Jew hating.
Well, Jesus, I don't even go into Canada now because the Jew hate here is unreal, Jay. It's scary.
I know they hate Jews. They've always hated Jews here in the United States.
1939 in Canada right now, Jay. It's horrible.
Right.
It's really horrible.
I know.
I'm telling you, the thing is, it's all about money and power. It is about war makes money. Right.
You know, the thing is, Larry, over the last few years, they burnt churches across Canada, like hundreds of churches.
Oh yeah,
have been torched.
Here too.
And now they're going after the Jewish people, harassing them.
Yeah.
I think, did I share a video with you guys where that man with his little young kids was beaten mercilessly? So. I might have shared it, hopefully. It's absolutely disgusting. And I actually put a video, I watched a video where the pro-Hamas people were waving their flags and being disgusting.
Hey, just like I want to say welcome to Eric Sonder. Welcome. It's been a bit.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I just want to mention one thing, and I'm just going to keep it cool for a little bit. My wife and I went to Panda Express. First, we went to Walmart, and we were exiting, and the guy that was working there had one of those things for, like free Palestine. Had exactly one of those. He had one on. Okay, check this out. And I said, you know what? The heck with that. If Walmart's doing that, the heck with it. So we went over. I said, let's get something. We're hungry. Went over to Panda Express. We go in there, and my wife and I are eating her food, and she keeps looking over at this father and daughter. When he got up, it was his son in high heels, in a dress, with makeup, everything. Look, a little skirt, stuff like that. I said, well, Walmart and Panda, these two should get along and really start a TikTok channel. I mean, I was so disgusted. I couldn't even hardly eat my food. It was awful. I mean, you go for one place and then the same parking lot, go over to Panda, and then you see this.
Well, I know you may get a strike by saying it, and you probably get a strike after me saying this. But all it is the devil. They're listening to the devil. That's right. All it is.
You won't get a strike for that.
All right. Let's catch up on chat. We're way behind on them here.
Hey, Gorilla, real quick. Would you get a strike for just saying the devil?
Probably
not that particularly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Thomas says Russia should be embarrassed how they haven't taken Ukraine a year ago. They've been using North Korean troops and Iran-made drones. Well, they said it was going to be a 2 day. They didn't think it was going to be a 2-day war. They could just walk right in, but no, that's what caused.
Well, North Korean, there are North Korean troops in the land that they took over.
Yeah,
that's the reason why they took over that land that Russia got from Ukraine, part of Ukraine, because of the North Korean troops there.
And by the way, YouTube, this is just a learning thing that we're doing to talk about the history of what things have been going on with wars and this and that, and how the country's fallen apart. This is just factual facts, YouTube. So we're just giving our thoughts, our opinions, and that's all we're doing. What's that?
They hate facts.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay, we're giving our.
They like their truths, not the real truth.
Yeah.
So, okay. Scurvy here says you are calling Ukraine greedy for wanting weapons to defend their nation against a larger aggressor neighbor. Okay. Well, it's a lot more complicated than that, but But how much are we supposed to get? We're training our stockpile for our national defense. You go defend a country that is embezzling the money there. Only 30% of what we have given has made it to the designated areas. The rest of it has gone into the pockets of the oligarchs in Ukraine. That is the issue.
And Trump needs to get money from the government, from the United States government, to rebuild all of our arms that we have given to Ukraine before we need them in our war.
Yeah.
With China.
Oh, you can already hear. That's all you're hearing under Lindsey Graham's deputy say that.
Congratulations, Jim.
Yeah, congrats,
Hey, Jim.
Jim, on the 12,000.
Nice, Jim.
Let's see, the German dictator used to excuse to take Austria because they had a larger German population. Yeah, and the Sudetenland also. Russia beeline.
The dude was absolutely in league with Satan. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Scurvy says Russia beeline right to Kiev. They tried to take all of Ukraine, but now they realize that they can't pull that off. It's just naked aggression and terror. Well, they got what they wanted. If you look where they stopped, is they got their land bridge to Crimea there. They took I think it's the M13 or the M23 highway that goes from Russia to Crimea. That's what they really wanted. The beeline to Kiev was a distraction. But if you look where they stopped and dug in, is they got their land bridge to Crimea. That's what they wanted.
Hitler is fixing to have sex with Satan in hell.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And Russia tries to portray it as more complicated than that, but it really isn't. No, well, Ukraine's been violating the Minsk agreements for years now. And it probably didn't help
it's just trying to save face. That's all this is. It's stupid.
Ukraine and Russia
trying to save face.
Ukraine and Russia are equally guilty of complexing the situation.
They will never resolve the homeless or destitute issue because that's been going on for centuries.
Do you think the Western world is caring about that, Jay? The globalists are destroying our countries right now.
Right. Power. Exactly. Money.
It's all about control. They want to reduce myself and every other Canadian to the level of a serf, a powerless serf.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
And most of the homeless, a percentage, well, I'll say the percentage of the homeless doesn't want your help. All they want is money to buy alcohol and drugs.
That's why I never get money. I never get money to Panhandlers.
I'm talking about a small percentage.
I never get money to Panhandlers.
Addicted to alcohol and drugs, and they don't want help.
Yeah. And Mikey here said, resolve the war issue to get back to helping the homeless to do that. And Eric said, hey, girl, yeah, welcome, Eric. It's been a minute. It's been a long road getting to the stream.
Yeah.
And Price would agree with you, Eric. The amount of money used to help Ukraine defend itself would not magically solve problems back in the U.S. It's small potatoes in terms. Yeah, no, that's not $320 billion. Is that who did we lose?
Good night, sit down.
A nice sit down. The $350 billion is not chump change there. Heck, I remember when bills used to be, but when they thought 700 billion was outrageous back in 2008. And this is the problem why we're having such high. We had such high inflation.
We used to print $1 million bills.
Yeah. Wars are also used to distract your civilians from all the problems the government causes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't think the Russian Army doesn't have a stake in who wins this Russia-Ukraine war? No, there's more than that.
Clinton did it. Bush did it. His daddy.
LBJ.
Yeah, LBJ.
Yep.
Now let's see.
Well, actually, didn't Vietnam actually started with Dwight D. Eisenhower, I think.
Yeah, but it really, who pushed it was LGBT.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he was a proud
Lyndon B.
man too.
Johnson enforced the mandate that there should be troops on the ground. So he pushed it. Lyndon definitely pushed it.
And Truman, he told the American public, do not vote for Nixon. He's a liar. He's a cheat, and he cannot be trusted. And he will do. He's a coward. And look what happened.
Right.
He was a liar. He was a cheat. He was a coward.
Yep.
And he became president.
Right.
So that didn't
that's
stop
the
him.
reason why Truman said don't vote for him.
Yeah.
Truman, I did not know, died in 1972.
Oh yeah. And he lived to be pretty old.
Yeah. Let's see. Ray
I was
Thomas
only
is
3
telling,
years old when he died.
yes,
Yeah.
is telling about the fleet. Hey, welcome, Herc. Welcome. You went to Panda Express. You are culturally exploiting Mexican cooks. Not Panda Express. Chinese. Isn't
Those
that great?
Klingons, the
They're
Hercs are
exploiting
here.
Asian cooks, not Mexican.
Nice, Herc. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
But-
Herc.
But we, the West, get LA.
Allies.
Yeah.
He's trying to say.
Fleet,
I said that the fleets are there. I was just telling Arabic. I said the fleets are there for observation only, as well as a show of force. That is the only reason they're out there right now. That's the
The
only
reason why we sent submarines to Russia was because the Russian idiot and crazy man said we're going to nuke America if they keep on trying to stop this war.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah. Plus, it said here that Russia did fail invading Afghanistan because they were being helped by outside U.S. assistance. The same thing is right now happening in the Ukrainian war.
We want to talk about China too.
This is becoming another Vietnam.
Well, look what China. Look what they're. I don't even want to go there with China right now.
Yeah, history repeats itself again.
Yeah, good night, sit down.
Good night, sit
Good night, sit down.
We are almost fixing to get into another Vietnam War because it's the same. It looks like the same thing that's happening with the Ukraine-Russia war happened with the Vietnam War.
But look at the technology now.
Yeah, but it also happened with the Russian-Afghanistan thing too. Jay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thomas said Eisenhower sent advisors to South Vietnam. We didn't start fighting until the Gulf of Tonkin incident under LBJ.
Yep.
Oh, we were in
No,
there.
well, they were
with
offended.
Kennedy.
No, I can answer that to Thomas. They were offended by when they saw those so-called advisors, in hand quotes, that started to appear on South Vietnam shores. That's why, the other side was instigated to commit that Gulf of Tonkin incident in the first place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was before that. It was way before that actual incident there, Thomas.
Gorilla. I mean, not Gorilla. Brother Jay, I've been wanting to ask you this question for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What is your thoughts of the Book of Enoch?
The Book of Enoch?
Enoch that was, they said was removed way before the Bible was actually put together.
Yeah.
The Book of Enoch. Enoch was, I think, Noah's great grandfather or something like that. Cain's, like Cain and Abel was Cain's son, was Enoch. And then they had.
I don't know anything about the Book of Enoch. All I know is whatever books in the Bible,
right,
has come true.
Oh, I know they've come true. If you get a chance,
the Book of Enoch must not have had anything to come true for it not to be in the Bible.
Well, check it out. Just do your when you get a chance, when you're feeling okay.
I don't know. I don't like to read anything that isn't already in the Bible, brother.
Well, it's just something I heard on Charlie Kirk, also on Blaze with Glenn Beck, stuff like that. And they're talking about this book. And they're talking about these spiritual beings that were here. And I was like, this is just too much. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, because everything in the Bible, they said, who takes us away? Remember at the end of the Bible? Who puts in the Bible or take away from the Bible? We'll have what?
Yeah. We'll have all the plagues in this book put upon them.
Yeah.
Correct.
You'll see, Eisenhower said advisors of South Vietnam, we didn't start.
Only God would only allow what books in the Bible to be put in the Bible.
Hey, right. Jay, you wanna read this one and explain it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why doesn't anyone talk about the Book of Thomas?
Huh? What? Book of Thomas? What? Thomas Potts? You have a book out there?
No, I think he's wondering why the disciple Thomas did not have a book of his own in the Bible.
Doubting Thomas?
May have, but it was probably ridiculous or something, or just not important enough, and God said, don't put it in there.
Doubting Thomas.
Because
Thomas was
remember,
doubting Thomas.
I told you a long time ago that if anybody, see, Paul was not allowed to write anything.
Right.
He was not allowed to have a writing instrument or nothing in that jail cell. Okay. So he had someone else write all of his epistles.
Enoch in my Bible.
Okay. Now, if anybody that was writing all of his epistles, meaning everything that came out of his mouth, they wrote. If they had wrote something different other than what he said, God would have killed them and had someone else write it, because Paul, he was using Paul to say what God needed him to say.
Right. The question, didn't Moses kill somebody?
Yeah, we just covered that in Exodus. There,
yes.
Not too long ago.
He killed an Egyptian who was beating a Jewish man.
Right. Right.
One pill.
Yep.
But David was a murderer too.
Who? David?
But God said that David was a man after his own heart.
Yep.
Do it all.
Yep.
But didn't God destroy, kill people too?
Oh gosh, yeah. Look at what happened to
Sodom
and Gomorrah.
And all the people on the earth during the flood.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So people shouldn't be shocked when God says that David was a man after his own heart, because he did the same thing. He didn't do it because of the love of a woman, but he still killed people.
Right. Now the question is, what is the percentage of people that make it into heaven? Because I've heard some that's very, very low percentage that'll make it to heaven.
I had a man jump down my throat when I said this. He said, I didn't know what I was talking about. I said, why? Because it says it directly in the Bible. I said that there are going to be more people in hell than there will be in heaven, because look at the amount of people that are on this earth right now.
We lost PvP.
That
we did, didn't we?
There are at least 9 billion people on this earth.
Right
now. Do you actually think that there's going to be 9 billion people in heaven?
No.
Hey guys, can I confirm something with you too about this book of Enoch?
Yeah.
It must exist it definitely exists independent of the Bible, because I have a copy that was handed to me to also study and peruse, which was the Orthodox Study Bible, and they don't even mention a book of Enoch in there, Larry.
Right. I just heard it on YouTube. They're talking about the Bible and stuff about the
and I've heard the same thing because I think Glenn Lawrence also talks about it, presents.
Well, there's a book of Mary.
Yeah, but there's no book of Mary. I don't see one.
No, there was a book of Mary Magdalene.
Magdalene, yep.
Magdalene.
And there is a book going around saying that an old manuscript saying that Jesus had a wife, Jesus had kids, and everything. That's a lie, or the Bible would say it.
Yeah, well,
the dog agrees with me.
Yeah, my mom. Great. Can't believe I just said my mom.
That's all right. You still have her in your deep memories. That's all right.
Friend
playing with our dog.
I had a friend who had a dog, and he named it Mom.
Really?
Yep.
Well, no, his name's Blue. What? So 9 billion people on planet Earth. What would you say the percentage of people that will go to heaven?
We don't know.
We don't know that.
Nobody knows.
We
but
don't
I
even know if we'll
it's
make
not going to be 9 billion people.
No, but we're saved. We're born again Christians.
Now, we don't know that there's not 9 billion people that will be in there from the past.
Right.
Yeah. Now, Larry, you believe that we're all going to face a judgment day one day, right? We're all going to be there.
We all do.
We've all sinned, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So why did Jesus die?
Jesus died for our sins.
Exactly.
We don't. But we still.
The
but
reason
here's
why
the thing:
he died
we still
was
need to face the final judgment.
Sins. He died for our sins, so we wouldn't have to pay for that payment of our sins at the judgment time.
Right, but we don't go out there and say, "Hey, I'm going to go sin right now because I know God will forgive me for my sins."
Oh, there are some Christians, new Christians that become Christians, and they say they're Christians, and they go out and continue their sinful life and go back to church that next Sunday and ask the Lord to forgive them and do it again. I told one person, I said, you should become Catholic.
Right.
Because that's basically, I don't mean any harm about your religion, Mikey. I don't. But that is what you do. You go to a man and you ask and you confess your sins, and he tells you to do 10 Hail Marys or whatever. In Baptists, we do not believe that. We believe that if you are truly saved, then you will not want to try to go back to that old life.
Right. I hear dogs all go to heaven too.
Yeah, Thomas says dogs don't go to heaven. There are several books that are included in the Bible.
We do sin.
And I told Thomas that's Rainbow Bridge to heaven for earthly pets that died.
Yeah. What, Brother Jay?
I don't believe there'll be pets in heaven. There's no mention of it in the Bible whatsoever. There are creatures in the Bible in heaven that says they will be of different types of their bodies will be of different creatures.
Do you have anything left over, honey?
That will be they will have not a soul, they will be a spirit.
Okay, let me ask you, Brother Jay, I need to ask you a very important question, okay?
Yes.
During Sodom and Gomorrah, what were they doing? They were doing just like
they were doing what the transsexuals and the gays and lesbians are doing.
Right, pornification. They were doing all kinds of stuff. But what else were they doing when they had that? Like when Moses went to go do 10 Commandments, they were idolizing that, the cow. Remember? But the question I have
don't
is,
know about worshiping idols. They didn't care about worshiping. They just were fornicating.
Yeah, fornicate. Thank you. But the question is, what about gambling?
Gambling, we do not know if that truly is a sin, because there is no mention of it in the Bible that I have not ever found. But
gambling,
gambling
is drawing lots. That is gambling.
But we do know that in this day and age, that gambling does contribute to other sins.
Right.
So
yes,
we do believe that gambling is a sin, but the Bible does not say that.
Right.
There are mysteries in the Bible that we have not been able to unravel, and it does not say in the Bible that all of our questions will be answered. It says all of our questions will be eased.
Right. Okay.
Because if God, wait a minute, but God, if God had to answer all of our questions when we got into heaven, it would take an eternity. He doesn't have time for that. We are up there to worship him, not to ask questions.
Correct.
Okay, Jay, now let me address something about gambling. Okay, in the Bible, drawing lots is the same thing as gambling. Remember what Jesus did to the money changers when he saw them in the temple and destroyed all their tables and everything.
That was selling doves.
No, that wasn't just selling.
Yes,
they were selling some things, but it wasn't just selling. They were also doing a form of gambling. That's drawing lots. What do you think they did to Jesus when he was on a cross and you had the soldiers down there rolling dice, crude dice? That's gambling.
That is the only thing in the Bible about gambling.
No, it's not the only thing. Sodom and Gomorrah had similar issues about that.
Does it say it's a sin?
Does it say?
Yes, it is. Obviously, it is.
Yeah.
I want to say it doesn't say it.
It interprets it that way.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, the one thing we can attribute that gambling is a sin is what Jesus said, that the love of money is the root of all evil. So we believe that gambling is part of that same.
It contributes to that evil. That is why it's called that way. That's why the phrase was said that way.
Yes, but it does not say that gambling is a sin. It just says that the root of all evil, the love of money is the root of all evil. But It didn't say, in parenthesis, gambling is a sin. It doesn't say that drinking wine is a sin.
Right, but what I'm saying to you, and I'm sorry, Gorilla, I'll just finish with this. What it says is that the money is the root of all evil, and anyone who worships money worships evil. And they made that their own free will choice. And gambling is a sin, correct? It's not worded anywhere in the Bible, but you can. But let me finish. But you can lump drawing lots and rolling dice and doing that thing as being the gambling, which contributes to that sin of the money being
we draw lots every time we go to the ballot box. I mean, at the jury panel, they draw lots.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Gorilla, if you need to catch up on chat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was trying to say welcome to Booger there. Booger.
Christine,
you can put a link in this chat there. But Mike, I saw a movie when I was a kid.
All dogs go to heaven. Yes, I saw that too. Hello, Booger, Christine.
Then I guess I'm committing a sin every time I go to the boat.
Yeah. And they were doing things they should not have been doing. Yeah.
Yes.
And so why is Las Vegas still around?
I've been asking that same question, Thomas Potts, for many years.
Well, I will say this. Hey, go ahead. It just left me. Damn.
Well, while he's sharing that, I'm going to share the screen while Gorilla's going through chat.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. It was changing currency, and all drawing lots is gambling, but perhaps not all gambling is just
It's drawing lot,
right.
right?
Maybe Jesus was just bad as happening in the temple.
Absolutely, he was mad, and he was justifiable in his reaction and action what he did in the temple.
Well,
So
yeah,
yes, Thomas. I mean, he was fully justifiable to do what he did.
Yeah,
that was his
says,
house.
well, what if it's not a gamble, but it's a lock?
It's a lock.
Yeah, but many churches have gift bookshops, cafes within their
And
walls.
a lot of okay.
Temple?
Let me ask you this: why do Catholic churches have bingos?
Yeah.
Isn't bingo a type of gambling?
Yep.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
All right.
Okay,
So,
you want to read that, Gorilla? You want to read this?
It's ball for me.
Okay, hold on. Is that better?
Oh. All right. Whether or not gambling is a sin depends on religious interpretation and individual conscience.
Yeah.
While the Bible does not explicitly forbid gambling, it does warn against the love of money and the potential for greed and addiction, which is often associated with gambling. Some religious perspectives, like Catholicism and certain interpretations of Christianity, consider gambling sinful when it leads to negative consequences such as neglect of responsibilities or becomes an addiction. Other perspectives may view gambling as acceptable if it is a recreational activity done in moderation without causing harm.
We were actually accused of a sinful act for having a rummage sale inside of our church until we literally not physically slapped them, but spiritually and verbally slapped the person when we told them that no money is changed. As a matter of fact, this rummage sale that we have multiple times already is from our own houses. We clean everything up. We bring it over for what we call the sale.
Right.
And what the price is a Bible verse.
See, that's great.
Great.
You go and you pick 10 items out of each room, and you come to me, the checker, and I give you 10 Bible verses, and and I'll help you read them, or I'll read them too. And we also give people Bibles, if they want them.
Right.
So it's no gambling whatsoever.
No. And see, right here, I just want to read this real quick. Not inherently evil. The Catholic Church, for example, does not see gambling as inherently evil, but rather as something that can become morally wrong if it leads to negative consequences. Also, the love of money. The Bible warns us against the love of money, which is often a motivation for gambling.
Yes.
Well, if you allow money to dictate your life, Larry, that's basically means that you value man over God. Okay, that's how.
Yes.
It is. Money is mammon.
Like I said, the Bible does not say gambling is a sin. But
it's not worded in there at all. We understand that, Jim.
But we Christians believe it to be.
Oh, come on, are you serious?
All right, guys.
We are doing what the Pharisees did. We're adding to the 10 Commandments. Yeah. We're adding to the rules instead of obeying what Jesus has put in everything in the Bible we're supposed to follow.
Right, but it says
we are adding our law. We are adding our laws to the Bible, and we shouldn't do that.
No, but also, like you said, the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. And then, you have somebody like David or Moses, they end up killing somebody. But they ask, for God, for repentance, for, for all that.
They made sacrifices.
Larry,
that's when they asked for repentance and sacrifices.
Larry, God can use a sinner,
right,
to work for his own purpose.
Right.
All right. Guys, I want to catch up on these chats here, and I think this would be a good place to end it because I want to get some food before I go to bed here.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Thank you, Gorilla. Yeah.
Scurvy says a lot of gambling talk for sure bet. Just a joke, okay?
Or bet.
The planet has or rather had a problem, which was this. Most of the people living on it were unhappy for pretty much all the time. Many solutions were suggested for this problem. But most of these were largely concerned with the movement of a small green piece of paper, which is odd because of the whole, it wasn't the small green piece of paper that were unhappy. All right, Eddie.
Well, when you had barter trade, remember, Gorilla, before there was even, printed money, we were bartering with items, with objects. That's how people started trading things. And they figured, well, wait a second. Does this mean I have to trade a horse for a monkey or something like that? They just decided it would be easier to go to a paper system, something similar.
Well, we have the gold standard, or the coins actually had some value to them.
Right.
Right.
But anyhow, that's a quote from Douglas Adams. But I do need to get some food and go to bed here. Right. So thank you, Booger414, for coming. Mike, you want to promote him?
Yeah. Booger414 and his wonderful wife, Christine, both are cosplayers, and they like to take trips to different cities and participate in the Comic-Cons in those cities. I know Booger doesn't have a lot of content on his channel, but please subscribe to both him and Christine anyway, because we do appreciate Booger414's contributions to our channels, and he does provide a lot of great commentary as well. So yeah, please subscribe to Booger414 and his wife.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Scurvy, for coming, and thank you, Thomas Potts, for coming. Thank you, Jim's Landscaping, Thomas Potts here. He had some old videos of Vertebrae 5 crashing and some of the stuff they made him say over the years. He also has videos of his trips he's taken in his Minecraft builds and his Starship collection. Make sure to check them out. Thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Copyright Productions, for coming. He's starting to live stream again, and he does have Star Trek fan films along with the shorts of his puppies and his lawn mowing stuff. So make sure to check them out. Thank you, Herc130, for coming. Herc has his Mach 1 for Life channel where he found his old Mach 1 that he had in high school, and then now he's restoring it. Thank you, Sci-Fi Sit There, for being here and being on the panel. There, he runs a couple watch parties a week there on his channel.
Thank you.
And he also has a Saturday stream, so make sure to check him out. Thank you, Eric Sauter, for coming. Eric has a couple videos on his channel, so make sure to check him out there. And
I'll be
while I'm scrolling, Mikey, do you want to promote yourself?
Yes, okay. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, hopefully I'll be able to enjoy my podcast interview with Brother Curtis Selby, our retired midnight blogger and the voice of Northern Oklahoma. So that's planned for tomorrow. Then Thursday, of course, with you, Gorilla, on your Twilight Zone. Friday with your Walton stream. Hopefully we can get Nightwalker out of the way so we can move on to the next episode. And on Saturday, I found out that our next show that I'll be doing with Chance Bartels is about the ladies of the different sitcoms. Where did the starlets go? And that starts at, actually moved it up to 5:35 p.m. Eastern Night Time. So that'll be on Saturday evening or afternoon, wherever you guys are. And then Sunday, you said you're going to do the Poseidon Adventure. Is that correct, Gorilla?
Yeah. Yes.
Sunday.
Poseidon Adventure. Okay. And then Monday will be, Get Smart will be 2 episodes. I'm going to divide it back to 3 days a week. Get Smart will be on Monday, TOS on Tuesday, and then A-Team will officially be on Wednesday. And next Wednesday, this last thing I'll quote here, Jay Aldrich and I, hopefully at 3 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday, we're going to talk about the first 3 episodes from season 5 of the A-Team. Those 3 defining episodes that either are considered the best 3 of the whole series, or they signed the death knell for the rest of the series. So that should be a lot of fun. So that's what's coming up.
All right.
Yeah. That's next Wednesday, Jay, on the 27th.
Thank you, JP Tabernacle, for coming. Thank you, Tigo Atreu, for coming. Let's scroll.
What time is that, Mike?
Larry, how about you promote yourself? Thank you, Jer for coming. He has his kaiju watch parties on Mondays. They're going through the Godzilla films. Then hopefully Wednesday, but I'm not sure what the next one is. Is the third roundtable there? So make sure to check out it. Thank you, Nemesis Media, for coming. He has a gaming channel, very, very attentive to the chat. It's always fun to pop in there and say hi. Thank you to the Phantom Boomer Explorers for coming. He does 3 watch parties a week on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Then he puts the trailers for them on his YouTube channel, so make sure to check them out there. All right. Now Larry, go.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining in for Be Yourself Adventures tonight. Didn't mean to get into too depth of things, but it just kind of seemed like everything shifted this way, that way, and everything else. So I apologize about that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up some prickly pear cotton candy because I thought maybe I wasn't too sweet tonight. So I figured, you know what? I might as well eat some prickly pear.
And you do whatever you want. I keep telling people.
Right. I just want to become a little sweeter, guys, because I feel bad that I wasn't sweet enough tonight.
Oh, you're always sweet. Oh.
So, yeah, you want some candy, Matthew? Matthew's watching. Hey,
you
Matthew.
Were quasi. Larry, you were quasi sweet. Not sweet enough. 1 calorie. Not
who
sweet
wants to
enough.
be sweet with me? But I want to thank everybody for, with their discussion. Thank you for weighing in on the chat on both channels. And, Matthew says, can I have some candy? Sure. This is for you, Matthew. And wait, never mind. Too late. But I love you guys. I appreciate every one of you. And you can check out my channel, Be Yourself Adventures. And I am back. I got one procedure this Friday. It should put me out maybe 2 or 3 or 4 days. That should be about it. But I'm getting great news all around. I got good news from the doctor today. I was concerned about it was going to be like that because of the way the CT scan showed. But I'm back. Things are good. So let's get ready for the ride and Be Yourself Adventures. Thank you, Gorilla, for having me tonight.
And Phil, thank you for being up here. Thank you, Daniel's Hot Topics, for coming up on the panel and being in the chat. Larry, you want to promote Ronnie?
Yeah, please check out Ronnie's World. She hasn't put a lot of stuff there lately because she's been watching her grandkids, Kaya in London. But she's thinking about putting some more stuff on. So she loves Disneyland. She loves the theme parks. She has a lot of collectible stuff when it comes to all, like Disney, Universal, and what have you. So please check out her channel, Ronnie's World. You will not be disappointed at all.
All right, thank you. And how about Charlotte? You want to promote her there? Mikey,
yeah, I can promote Charlotte if you'd like me to. Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. She is she's our adopted niece of myself, Miss Suzanne.
Oh, no.
Her mom gave us permission, so we're now her aunt and uncle. She lives in Washington State. She is a very well-learned YouTube creator. She has lots of great music videos that she created herself through the AI Suno and so forth. And she also, every other weekend, so every 2 weeks, on Saturdays and Sundays, she does some great interviews. She just completed one a while back with Glenn Lawrence Presents, who I was quoting tonight. And also, she does her own live streams, and everyone's invited to her live streams. We always talk about different topics. So, yeah, please subscribe to Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. You won't regret it.
Oh, and Ronnie, this is for you and for London and Kaya. Cheers.
And thank you, Kevin Sharkey, for coming. He's starting to put shorts and stuff on his channel, so make sure to check him out. And thank you, Curtis Selby, for coming. He is the voice of Northern Oklahoma there. And he's inserted his constitutional series. He has a really plain chat. He's very attentive to the chat, so make sure to check him out. Thank you, PvP, for being on the panel. He has a playlist of his favorite music and all that, so make sure to check him out. I don't know where he disappeared.
What happened to him?
We started talking about the Lord.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, shoot, yeah. There's a quote from Douglas Adams. Appreciate it, you guys. Elon Musk does the Hitchhiker's Guide in the philosophy book, but he may not be that far off. Cool. Nice Dumbo.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'm back, bro. I guess I got back here too late. Yeah, I tried to keep these to about 2 hours, but we ran over tonight. Night, everyone. Good night, Jim. Warner Bros. Could be for sale. I hope Disney buys. No, fuck that. I will chain those fucking doors shut and burn that fucking place down.
They better not do that.
To the FBI agent that is listening here, that is called a joke, so please do not take that seriously.
That better be a joke, Daniel.
Will be considered.
No, it's not. Warner Brothers is fixing to be up for sale.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh, but you mean I have to write I have to rewrite all my fucking letters to Warner Bros?
Paramount is trying to sell off. They're going to be selling off a lot of properties to be able to pay them $16 billion.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to revamp.
Pay it out of their own pocket.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to revamp all my fucking fuck you letters to Warner Bros.
That is horrible.
Yeah,
it's just say F the mouse.
Issues. Yeah, exactly. But Jake,
hey,
you got anything going on?
Have to say is F the mouse.
Jake, you got anything going on?
What you see is what you get, brother.
You're gonna say a prayer tonight, right?
No, we could.
That's what Gorilla wants.
All right, just let me promote myself, then I'll let Jay go ahead and. As for me, Tuesday we'll have 4 more episodes of the Twilight Zone. Friday, through hell or high water, we will get this damn Walton's episode done there. And on Sunday we're starting my journey to Jammer. I'm taking my first airplane ride and first cruise. So we are going to be watching a bunch of movies about airplanes and cruises, starting with Poseidon.
Poseidon Adventure.
I'll be there.
I'll be there too.
So that next Tuesday, there's Cigar Lounge. All right, so Jay, go for it.
Brother Jay?
Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for another chance to be together in Christian fellowship. We thank you for everyone that's come out to be with us. We ask you, Father, to give us peace of mind from what is happening in the war in Ukraine and Russia and the United States being dragged into it. But we know that your will is being done. Everything you foresaw that was going to happen before you created the world is happening. We thank you, Father, for our many blessings. We ask you to be with everyone here. You know that we all have petitions and on our hearts and minds, and lift those prayer requests up to you, Father. But I specifically ask, Father, for Suzanne. She is dealing with loss. Please heal her broken heart.
Yep.
Don't let her cut herself off from her family and friends and her YouTube family and friends. And we ask you to please be with Brother Larry as he's fixing to go through another procedure, Father. Guide the doctors, guide the nurses, guide the robots that may do the procedure. We ask you that everything will go effortlessly and correctly, and that this time there will be no complications, and he can come out of it well and whole, so he can continue to do what you need to be done, if it be thy will. And Father, forgive us for any animosity tonight. I do not take anything literal, and I hope no one else does either. We love talking about the Lord. We love sharing the word. Father, I ask you to please be with Brother Gorilla and his channel. Let it continue to grow. Yes. Be used however you want it to be used. And the same for every other YouTuber here. And we ask you now, Father, go with us, lead, God, and direct us. In Christ's name we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen. And I'm praying for you, Brother Jay.
I need it. I'm still
amen and amen.
Sick.
Amen.
But I never pray for me when I'm praying for other people.
And pray for Crystal too, that's going through stage 3.
Yes, Crystal.
Cancer. Cancer.
Yes.
She's on my prayer list then.
So that, thank you everybody for coming, and remember to be a gorilla. And who United We Roar or Roar Gratitude? Which one do you guys want?
You choose.